Hey everyone, so in this video I will be showing you a quick and easy way to make grape wine just using 3 simple ingredients. Let's get into it. So the main 3 ingredients for this recipe is about 2 quarts of grape juice, some evaporated cane sugar, and some champagne yeast. So for the first step, I just sanitize all the brewing equipment. You just need an airlock and a gallon jar is what I'm using here. And I'm using Star Sand to clean it up, and I just give it a good rinse once I'm done. After that, I like to hydrate the yeast. All I do is pour it out into a little bowl and add some grape juice to it, and just let that sit there while I add the sugar and grape juice to the brewing vessel. So what I'm adding is about a cup of sugar to the brewing vessel. And also as a side note, the grape juice I'm using has no added sugar. If it does have sugar, that's not a big issue, but I try to get organic, no added sugar grape juice. And then once everything is added, you can add the yeast in. For this video, I'm only doing 2 quarts of grape juice, so it only fills this gallon jar about halfway. So you could do more obviously and fill it to the top, and then once everything's added, I give it a good shake. After adding the airlock, I let it sit in a dark area for about 2 to 3 weeks. Depending on how sweet you like your brews, you can let it brew for a shorter period of time. About 2 weeks is good if you like it a bit sweet, or you can go for about 3 to 4 weeks if you like your wine more dry. For the next few days, you should see bubbles forming in the brewing vessel. Should look something a bit like this. Once it stops bubbling, that's when you know your brew is just about done. This can take anywhere between 2 and 3 weeks, usually for me. This will also be dependent on the temperature of your house and how much sugar you add to the brew. Once the wine is done brewing, I'm just going to pour it straight back into the grape juice bottle. So for this video, I'm using plastic because I've used glass in the past, but sometimes the juice will still ferment in the bottle itself, and a lot of that CO2 pressure, plastic handles it a lot better than glass. So just to prevent it from exploding, that's why I do this. I'm also just pouring it straight in because I'm going to be using it pretty quickly, but if you want it to last longer, I would recommend siphoning it in. You can get brewing siphons from brew stores generally, and normally you want to use that, but I'll be drinking it today, so I'm not going to be using a siphon for this video. And that's it. That's how to make easy grape wine at home. So let's try it. So for this one, I brewed it for about 2 weeks, and it still retained a lot of its sweetness with a little bit of a kick, so it's a pretty refreshing drink, especially in the summertime. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.